Our next guest is the man behind almost at least half of the funny movies and TV shows you've seen this century. His latest, starring Billy Eichner, is called Bros.
What if the final exhibit was a recreation of a queer wedding?
I like that.
Okay, that I don't hate.
Tamara, that is so sweet. I love that. And people can come and register for wedding gifts here.
You're gonna write that.
Oh my God, and no! That is old-fashioned heteronormative nonsense. We need to get people to rethink history through a queer prism, not comfort them with another gay wedding, all right? It's a museum, it's not Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I like Schitt's Creek. I love Schitt's Creek.
That show has layers.
Right, everyone loves Schitt's Creek. Great, okay.
Bros is in theaters now. Please welcome Judd Apatow. How are you? Hey, do you know Keanu Reeves?
He haunts me. First of all, I could play Berserker. Let's be serious.
You'd be a really good Berserker,
Right?
for sure.
Every time I'm on a talk show, he's the other guest.
Is that right?
And then I just watch my aging compared to his aging. Like, he doesn't age. And like I think he's older than me. Like, I think he's like 5 years older than me, and I look 10 years older than him. And it's weird because I live in a house too with Leslie, and Leslie doesn't age.
That's true.
Like, we have pictures on the wall of 25 years of marriage, and she looks exactly the same. She looks like, you're like Edward from Twilight over the centuries. And I look like, it looks like the montage from Up, like a sad montage of me falling apart. Sometimes I think Paul Rudd bit Leslie.
Yeah, she may have gotten bit by the Rudd. Yeah, he's another one. Yeah, Keanu, Paul Rudd. Yeah, it's
Not
disturbing.
Me. Not me. No. You look better than you used to look.
Well, see, the key,
right?
The key is to be a mess early. Is to be a real mess early.
Because like you have gotten like in shape, and I have slowly gotten out of shape. But yet you seem to eat more now than when you seemed overweight. So
maybe not more, but a lot. Yeah,
You
just
eat
a
a lot.
lot. And fast, too. I'll eat, you'll sit down, the food's there, you'll pause for a second, you look over, and my plate's empty, gone.
But yet you don't grow.
What I do, I mean, it's probably boring, but what I do is I'm very extreme. I'm either starving or devouring.
Yeah.
I am like, a dog waiting for its owner to come home. Yeah. And then when the owner goes to work, there's just nothing. Unless you want to eat the couch, there's nothing.
That's a very unhealthy approach. But then also, if I'll look at your Instagram, which also is, it's disturbing.
Full of food. Yeah.
Because like you have friends who are chefs.
Right.
Which like, I mean, if I had friends who are chefs, I would be 700 pounds. I can't have friends who can do that.
So you don't go, do you go out to eat?
I do, but I stopped eating red meat.
Oh, you did?
Partially for health, but partially because we feel bad for the cows.
You do?
And then every time we want to eat red meat, we go on Instagram and we watch videos of people who play with their cows like they're dogs. So I'll show you, like this is every time.
You have one at the ready?
Yeah, so like every time you eat ribs.
Right, okay, can we all see your passcode?
Oh, yeah.
Would that be cool?
Yeah.
You need to do facial ID?
So just, if you watch this, you won't eat red meat.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this is actually making me hungry. Oh, look at that. And ironically, that ball seems to be made of leather. He's chasing around his friend. So no red meat. Are you eating like chicken? Do you still eat that?
I eat chicken because I've met chickens, and every time I see one, I'm like, I'd eat you. I don't care. You're a jerk. Chickens are jerks. I'll eat them.
Personality thing.
It's very much a personality.
Interesting. Huh. Wow. Yeah. So you're really ascribing human traits to an animal that doesn't actually have them.
Well, like what was that movie like with the octopus?
Yeah. Well, that you know what? Can I tell? It's weird. I had a big conversation about this. I don't eat octopus anymore because of that movie. But everything else I will eat. Everything.
Yeah. Because he seemed like a friend.
Seems too smart for us to be eating them, and I worry that they're going to exact revenge.
Yes, exactly.
They have a lot of arms.
You have to worry about the robots and the singularity and the octopus attack.
Be nice to robots, be nice to octopi as well. All right, so, and your family is doing well, I assume?
Everyone is doing
I
well.
know your daughter's on, I see her in all these TV shows and movies and stuff like that.
Yes, Maud is on Euphoria right now.
Euphoria, right?
She's doing great. And which I'm happy about. But I also, you want your kids to surpass you, but not that fast. And I kind of want her to have kids so I can have like grandkids, you know,
Right.
be early, but I'd like to be young when it happens. And then she's like, Dad, I can't have kids. I play a 16-year-old on a high school show. And I said, yeah, but I've seen that show. I don't think it would be that weird. And then you can have your baby play the baby, 2 salaries.
That's true. Do you, are you feeling lonely? You mentioned
Yes.
grandkids in the house.
Exactly. Well, because they moved out.
Yeah.
They're out, and so now it's just me and Leslie. And that's, you know, that can be hard because, you know, we're together all the time.
Right.
Many meals. We went on vacation for a week, 21 meals. That's 21 hours of conversation. And if it lulls for a second, Leslie is always like, is it over? Is that it? Are we done? We got nothing left to say? I'm like, you're always with me. What anecdote happened when you're not around? And sometimes I know I'm telling her a story I've told her before, and I could see it in her eyes, like, I've heard this before. But she's kind of waiting to see if I'll punch it up, and I never punch it up.
But she never stops you.
She'll listen to it because she's like, well, what else? The next one's gonna be just as bad.
That's real love is what that is. By the way, why do you have a drugstore bag here with you?
Well, you know, I find that, like, you know, a lot of people in the business, they have sponsorships and they do commercials. It's a big part. Do you do any commercials for products?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so like I've never done that. My whole
You've
career, I've
never done a commercial?
One commercial. No one's ever wanted me, so I kind of wanted to show the products that I use.
Oh.
And maybe I could lure one of those companies because I'll go, oh, Judd's really.
So these are
believes in
products
this.
you actually
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great.
Like
All right.
I use this product. It's called Fritos.
I've heard. Yes, I've heard tale of them.
And
What do you use those for?
well, if there's a commercial, I'd be like Fritos when you run out of Doritos. Right? Or
Okay, maybe we'll get your pitch for each item. You
you
know?
this one?
Yeah. So, oh, yes, I know
Spring.
that.
I use this since I was a kid. I never stopped.
Is that
I'm
right?
addicted to it.
Huh.
And so, couldn't I be like the Jewish Irish guy?
Jewish Spring. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we like it too. Was that what it was? We like it too.
And then you have to whistle.
We
you know?
like it too.
Yeah. All right. All right. I like that.
I wear these a lot. Nike socks.
I wear those too.
Yeah.
I have them on right now.
Yeah, see? Nike socks.
Uh-huh.
We make things other than shoes. And this is what I really should be. I should get like the Diet Coke account.
Okay.
You know? Because like Diet Coke, Trump has 11 a day and look how good he's doing.
I'm more of a Coke Zero man myself, but I like
Much
that.
better, much better.
So now the idea is your agent will contact these companies and
You're
we'll
gonna see these commercials,
See if we can do some
Instagram promotions.
You know what I imagine? I imagine that all you're gonna get out of this is a lot of socks and a lot of Fritos.
And you know what?
You'll
Pretty
take
good,
them, right?
pretty good,
Yeah.
pretty good.
This movie Bros,
Yes.
I had Billy Eichner here
Yeah.
a few months ago, actually. He was promoting it in advance of the movie's release.
Yes.
And I told him, and I wonder how you feel about this as producer of the film who helped bring this to life, how interested I was in gay dating. And I don't mean that in the way it sounded.
No, we know, we know.
But I'm interested in like the nuances.
details, the specifics.
The details, because
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
Did you get in all of that stuff when you were working on the movie?
Well, it seems very like apps driven. Tinder, Grindr.
I see. Oh.
You know, and I always wonder if I would have been good at that. I've been married for 25 years.
Right, yeah.
Like, would I have been? Because I feel like you'd swipe past me.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the
Like,
same
if
way.
this is all you saw, like you just saw this, you'd be like, well, okay, what else we got? You know? Like texting, I feel like if I was young to meet women, I might be funny on a text
You'd be good.
before you saw the face.
Yeah,
But
text.
then, for me, it was always like the humor could like push it over the top of the hesitancy.
All right. So what you're saying is you're sticking around for a while as far as Leslie goes. Yeah.
Well, I'm in way over my head.
Well, it's great to see you. The movie is called Bros. It is in theaters now, movie theaters like the old days. Judd Apatow, everybody. We'll be right back with Phoenix.